regarding those plant pot heaters. I've seen these on YouTube and TikTok, and I had a couple of plant pots in the garden. Thought I'd give it a try. And I'll be totally honest, I am surprised how much heat comes off of these. But I'm kind of one of these people that needs to take things to the extreme. So what I've done is, it's a bit hot. What I've done, ouch, I've put a heatsink on mine. Now this heatsink I got from my friend. He repairs computers for a living, so hopefully he'll be able to get me another one, because I think 2 of these would be sufficient to heat up your house. Now with the heatsink on its own, within 5-10 minutes it really does give off a lot of heat. It's just radiant heat obviously coming off. But here's where the turbo part kicks in. I've got a fan for my one. I can't connect it now because I've only got one hand, but basically the little clips clip into there. You can have it where the heat's blowing upwards. I prefer it when it's blowing down over the heatsink, over the nice hot pots into the room. So basically what I've done is I've wired these up. To the best way to do it, I've done it on the mains. It just spins too quickly, ends up cooling the heatsink down. Possibly could end up cooling the pots down if you left it on long enough. So I took it off the mains. I've been given an old motorcycle battery, and that lasts for about 4 days, and it's just enough to give it a nice little breeze over the heatsink, over the pots, into the room. You can have it going, the fan blowing upwards. It works just as well. I personally think it's better having the fan blowing down over the heatsink, and it sort of takes that radiant heat and blows it into the room. So what I'm trying to do is, if you're using these plant pots, get yourself a heatsink, preferably one with a fan. It doesn't have to be round, square one. You may even have another idea. If you do, let me know in the comments. But I've found that these plant pots with this is enough to heat up a room. I think if I get another one of these heat sinks with the fans, I think you'd be able to heat up a small downstairs area. I really do. Obviously you're using a naked flame. I've got mine on a plate. It's sturdy. We've not got kids running about. Just use common sense when you're using these sort of things. I use these little tea kettle lights. They're about £4 for a pack of 100, or you can get the bigger ones that burn for 8 hours. They're £2.50 for about 20. Just to stick one of them on there. I use the smaller ones during the day, and then the 8-hour burn times during the evening, and we've not needed to put the radiators on at all. I can't show you how to put this on because I've only got one hand, but basically you just connect it to the motorcycle battery. You can even use one of those little 9-volt square Duracell batteries. That spins the fan. You don't want it spinning off the mains, because obviously that will just cool the heatsink down because it's spinning too fast. You just want a gentle breeze, up or down. I prefer going down because it goes over the nice hot heatsink and over the hot pots and then into the room. So if you're using one of these plant pots heaters, get yourself a heatsink and with a fan. They sell them on Amazon or eBay. You might even have one in an old computer line in your garage. Doesn't have to be round. You might even have a better idea than this, but with that fan, I find it works as well as one of these, and that is no exaggeration. Apart from this costs between 15 and 20p an hour to run, whereas this just costs you, the price of the pots and the candles. And the candles you can get a pack of 100 for £3-4. So definitely worth giving it a go. 2 of them downstairs easily heats up that area.